They ask me what I'm coaching, right? I said, bro, I'm coaching life.
We got the cameo.
Yo, he smoked that shit.
Who was that? It was a guy on.
Yeah, it's on Instagram, yo. His name is
it's an old head.
Dad Life Jason, yo. He was going crazy. Dad Life Jason, yo. I want to give
shout
that
out
to you.
Dad Life
Shout out
Jason.
Dad Life
That's
Jason,
hard
brother.
body.
I was dying because he looked like I
thought it was Cameo.
He looked like a Baptist preacher. Yo.
Yes,
that's why I was dying, yo. It was mad random. But salute to him, though. He was killing that.
Smoked it.
That joint, yo.
Smoked the BBL Drizzy.
Yo, somebody said that joint is like the closing music to a movie. So they was doing all of this stuff in succession, and they played it at the end like the closing credits song. The BB.
That's crazy.
My favorite one had to be the emo joint, yo, that they made. That had to be my favorite.
Oh, there's so many. Did you hear the Hispanic one?
Yes, that one is a good one too.
Because they completely remixed it. It's like they used the words, but they changed the beat and yo.
BBL and Drake. BBL and Drake.
His feelings have to be hurt,
Yo, if they made that joint before Cinco de Mayo, respectfully, they was probably going crazy in Southern California.
BBL
Big
Drake.
margaritas out, yo.
But
Shots
the
for
emo joint,
everybody.
yo, you need to hear that one.
The
if you ain't
BBL
heard
Drake?
that, yo.
They got an emo BBL Drake? I'm behind, yo. I didn't know that, yo.
I
just
gotta
know
try
about
to
the
find that
original
one,
joint.
yo.
I told y'all.
Let's introduce the pod.
I'm gonna let you about.
Yeah, I'm gonna search while
I'm
you
standing
go.
tall on this pause. Like Drake need to make a diss album just a Metro, yo. That's
hilarious,
This
yo.
Drake is running rampant at this point, yo. Like
I gotta find that.
But he told him to
emo
shut up and
joint,
make
yo.
some drums, yo. I mean, he put himself.
He did exactly what he told him to do,
Yeah,
bro.
and watch, they gonna have him remix that beat or extend it or something like that, and there's gonna be all the guys on there just going at him, bro.
Facts.
Everybody that doesn't like Drake.
I think the not like
United.
Not Like Us is gonna be I think they're gonna do a remix and it's gonna be hard. What I would like to see is it actually not be a diss. Just make it Not Like Us that's tough with like a feature or two.
Yeah.
And it just be a hard song. Yo, I would appreciate that because they can kind of get away from this point at this.
Yeah.
For real. So
Yeah, he knows he got annihilated at this point.
yeah, I mean he gonna go back to making music, but
He's nice.
Yeah.
He's nice. Like, anybody that try to be like, yo, Drake not nice, yo. Like, that's one thing. I always was a hater, but I never was like, he can't make music. Like, I'm like, that one or two songs was crazy.
I know where I can find it. Hold on. It took me a second there, but I had to think where the last place I saw it dropped it off at. And I know I sent it in one of these group chats.
nah,
But
they going crazy. People playing it at like they was playing like overseas somewhere randomly.
all right,
like
I got it. I found that song. Oh, it's not available anymore. It's been deleted.
Yeah.
That was the hardest
Well, that might be a
song.
good
I
thing
should
if
have
you
recorded
couldn't
it.
Find it later.
I should have
Yeah.
screen recorded it.
Yeah, it's always real talk. That's the thing to do a lot.
Damn
of times
it,
now.
yeah.
When you see something tough like that. Yeah,
Doing it.
Yeah.
But hey, what
Yeah, we
episode
got
is this?
episode 309, Coach Class Pod. Continue rating us, subscribing. We appreciate the engagement last week.
I just appreciate the engagement in general. Keep it up.
But the
Keep running
comments
it up,
was
bro.
where we want them at
Keep
last
running it
week,
up,
yo. I
man.
love that, bro.
Keep doing it. Hit the comments, hit the like button, let us know what's going on.
We like
Y'all can
it.
argue amongst yourselves. Do whatever you need to do down there, bro. Like, just let us know what's going on. Coach
Keep
Class
showing
Pod,
love.
tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell
Yeah.
another friend to get that friend to tell another. Friend.
Exactly.
Continue.
It should be a ripple effect.
Yes.
Yes.
These guys are good guys. Quality content. Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
But,
man, that
yo,
was fun.
Oh, my bad. What do you want to transition to? I don't want to cut you away.
I just want to give him a shout out real quick.
Okay, all right, bad.
Yeah, so I don't want to rush through it, but I got to give my mans a major shout out. One of my biggest role models,
Yeah, I alluded to it a lot.
the
on this.
legendary.
When I kept saying, "Oh, the stuff I'm working on outside the pod," most people knew me what I was doing, but yeah,
Some people
decided-
thought you was
Yeah,
like
he just
hustling in the
got-
They
streets
didn't know what I
probably,
was doing. You know, they didn't know what I was
Graduation,
doing. But I decided
bro.
to go back,
Yes,
grab that.
Yes.
Yeah, went
Had
back
to
and
nab that.
mastered the thing.
Yeah, had to master something.
I
I'm not-
respect it.
You know, so it was good. It was a cool event. I think I got to learn how to celebrate myself more. That was something that I realized in my life in general. You know, I just like to keep going. You
Yeah.
gotta keep going. You can't get too high or too low either way, yo. So that's how I keep going most of the time. But it
Yeah.
was it
Nah,
felt
you gotta
good
celebrate.
to take that moment in. I think the best thing about it is just the streamlined process of it. So it's not a large university. So we were able to do this in like almost like a assembly line kind of factory, just processing plant where they was just pushing us through to graduate. You pick a time slot, y'all come in, go through the whole process, get the whole going up on the stage and everything. I got to have my good family members there. It was petty that somebody in management or and in the upper ranks told me that I could only bring 6 people. Because I'm snitching. I saw at least 10 to 12 people that had 10 to 12 people with
Yeah,
them.
mad people in there.
Yeah, I'm dropping dimes, yo.
Yeah.
That's not fair. I would have brought more.
Everybody would have had their family.
I would have brought way more.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. It still was a great time, man. I got to celebrate with the fam.
Dog.
Yeah, and Mom Duke's Day. I know that was that was
Happy
perfect.
belated Mother's Day
Same
to all
thing.
the great mothers out there, man.
Happy Mother's Day again, Mom.
To the moms to be,
Love
and those
y'all.
who lost the moms. It definitely was a great day for our mother. I know we had a celebration, of course, my graduation the day before, and then Mother's Day the next day. But overall, the weekend was cool, man. For me, I just don't know. As far as like, I didn't even post anything on IG.
Yeah.
I got cooked by 2 of my homies. Like, I couldn't even repost anything from you. I was like, yo, that's just not me. Yo. I just don't like
be
that
in the
shit.
cut, yo.
But it's crazy because I got a lot of love in the stories from when I posted it. And
I
I
posted
appreciate
too.
it.
I'm like,
I
bro.
appreciate everybody posting that in the stories. And you're posting everything.
Of
That's
course,
all
dog.
that.
You know I'm gonna gas it up, dog.
Definitely.
I was in
I
there
ain't
yelling,
posted.
and they told us not to.
I ain't posted a damn
You
thing.
know black people
man.
never listen.
I don't care, yo. Like, yo, no, yo, that's a major accomplishment, yo. Y'all
They
can
had-
calm down.
They had it set up nice for us, man. It was good. It was good. And then we got the celebration this weekend. Of course, undisclosed location, but that should be a great
Yeah.
time. I can't wait for that.
Yeah. And
I
the
can't
music-
wait.
the
If you
music gotta
free,
be
brother,
crazy. Yeah,
slide
Saturday.
through, yo.
Yeah.
Definitely can't
They
wait.
will be checking IDs
Yeah.
at the door.
For sure.
Hey, real
yo.
quick, yo, you don't got to get into detail about exactly what you did, but it's inspirational, especially, post 30. It's not easy to just go back to school.
Yeah.
So just briefly, just talk about like just the process of because we seen you coming in, bouncing in.
Yeah.
Everybody, rearranging through everybody's stuff. Everybody got stuff going on, and we worked through this. We worked through. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Rich not gonna be here, but we understand. We want to say why he.
Yeah, we couldn't
wanted to
say
talk
it.
about him
We
cooking.
couldn't say it.
I remember it was one of them episodes before. It was just me and you. We was itching.
Yeah.
But we was like, we can't say nothing, yo.
Yeah.
But just talk about that process and the dedication and the focus, yo. Like to do it, man. Because you really might inspire somebody.
You gotta
else to really go
inspire
back and
people,
do
bro.
it.
That you was on your grind, and you was still like managing all that.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing about, one, with my university, it was online, so that allowed me to have a little bit of the work-life balance, so I was still able to do most of the stuff I could do. But I would say the biggest thing for me to get into the process, I fortunately had good foundation from my pops. I remember thinking about it because you said the past 30, thinking about going back for it. And I talked to my dad, and I was like, if I go back, I'm going to be like 34, 35 when I finish. He was like, you're going to be 34, 35 anyway. I was like, damn. I didn't even think about it like that. So I got stuck in, and sometimes you may identify with this as far as the listeners who may be listening that work in a job that you good at, but it's just like either the daily routine has become like so boring, or something is just happening where it's just no excitement going on.
Monotony kicking
I just had to try to figure out some way to spice up the resume. So I just started searching for stuff online, and I found something that worked in my field of work. Now, that's, it depends on what you're trying to do, ultimately. But I felt like I was trying to stay within my career path, but slightly advance it. That was the main thing for it. And that was something that I did with this. And fortunately, with my dad's words, that made me go ahead and sign up for it. And it only took me about a little over 2 years? Not that long.
You grinded out, yo. You grinded
seemed
through
like
that,
it
dog.
flew now.
Yeah, you grinded through that.
seemed
It's
like
crazy because
slightly over
it was
2
almost
years.
like the whole visual process, right?
Essentially, yeah. I think I had
much.
started like maybe that month, that semester before we started doing the visuals.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, man. I'm done with it.
Salute
Pops,
again,
man.
bro.
Salute
Salute.
the Pops.
Shout out Dad, man.
Father's Day coming up too
The
soon. So that's
gems
a nice little
dropping,
way
gems.
to, I mean,
Definitely. If you got anything you're going for, just because you think it might be a young person's thing to do, it's probably not. Yo, just go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
Go ahead and try to do that. If you can't figure out some way to get around it and figure out something else to do, but don't stop pushing, yo. That's the main thing.
one more time.
Game.
Appreciate that, but we can
Respect,
talk
yo.
what we want to talk about.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't. That's why I don't want to leave the top. I want to touch this last part of the topic before because we murdered it last week.
Oh,
Okay.
And I mean, I'm sure we'll have other things maybe on and off throughout because
think I
we're
had
hoping for
something
new
on
music
here
and stuff
about
like
it,
that.
too.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
salute to Kendrick, man.
Yeah.
Number one.
Shout out
Not
Kendrick,
like us.
bro.
Breaking all types of wild records. It went number one in 5 days because he released it like on what was it, Saturday night? So they didn't get the full week, and it still went number one. It's still it's like 100 million streams up on Spotify's the only one that released the full numbers. It's breaking like mad records.
It's because, like we said last week, he touched all bases, bro. You got a catchy, hard beat. You got the hook, and you really rapped. Like, you rapped.
And it was
like, he could have just coasted on that beat.
And it was the height of the beef. The beef also, it was a lot. And that Euphoria, real quick, Euphoria is number 3.
Euphoria is crazy.
That's my favorite one now.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one.
I
It's
went
always
back.
my favorite
You
one.
had me start
favorite
listening
one.
back
It's
to
always
it
my
on
favorite
the
It's
workouts
ridiculous.
last week.
It's probably one of the most ridiculous diss records probably ever made.
Yeah.
It's sick.
To have 1 and 3 as diss records, it's crazy, yo.
It's a long day for that boy Drizzy, yo. It's a long week for him too, man.
He had the number 7 song, though.
Hey, he was rapping. We never said that he wasn't rapping, yo. He was going off.
Yeah.
But hey,
The last joint he
was
did
with
for
the culture
the
was feeling.
video.
Family Matters.
Yeah, that was fire. That was super duper fire.
I like the part I liked the most was the drill beat flip in the middle. That joint was hard when he was just cooking.
He was going crazy.
everybody.
He was going crazy.
Cooking everybody.
Nah, that was hard.
the
That
boy will
was
be
hard.
all right.
That
was hard.
He'll
He
bounce
just
back. You know what I mean? He got to chill.
You know, he memeing it up. He got a lot going on too. though, so.
That's what he got to stop. Because I was not happy with the solo samurai versus everybody knowing that the boogeyman was the one that had you frightened, brother. You know that.
I get what he was saying. I get what
He know
was saying.
the
has been battling
boogeyman was the
everybody,
one,
like,
bro.
but
The
He should have been
boogeyman-
focusing on one person.
Yes. In this fight, you had to get him, though. Like everybody else was nothing to worry about. It was that man, yo. That man was going nuts.
Nah, he really wilded out.
Salute to them as long as everything stays on what's the name.
Yeah, allegedly
They
the
had
stuff.
They had a week, man. That's in the books. Well, actually, it was like a month and a half, but like that last week, it's in the books, man. It's legendary. It's forever.
Yeah,
Now, what are y'all gonna
nah.
both do after? That's the next thing.
Exactly.
I want a fire album from either of them, and we'll forget about
From
it.
both of
eventually.
them.
Yeah,
I don't
go ahead
care,
with both of
I'm not
y'all. Go crazy.
I'm not investing in the demise of any one of them. Yo,
Yeah.
I just want fire music after.
You don't
Yeah.
think it'll be just a little bit of like one of them head tilts to Drake kind of.
I mean,
It's possible.
but to me, it was a head tilt.
It depends on what he make.
Yeah.
If he come out making some kind of top shot or head pop your head off joint, I don't know.
But
You
they
might
gave
look
him
at
that
different.
pass now. Like, Her Loss, my head was tilted. But I'm
'Cause
like,
they
this
didn't
hard.
post-
Like, it's hard. But, like, that album, he was reaching on some of the gangster stuff. I'm like, bro, you're from Canada, bro.
But
Chill,
I mean,
it might
my
be
bad,
some
my bad, my
joints
bad.
up
Man,
there.
there's some real
We
people
gotta
up
be
in Canada.
chill
There
when
is
we
some
say
real
that. I
folks
be
up
looking
there.
back.
But
But
like,
he's from the
tripping.
nice part in Canada.
But you also got to remember he allegedly has
a lot of
surrounded
business
him-
acumen.
his-
yeah,
so-
wild business oriented up there.
business act. He is the business
Listen,
act.
man. Hey,
But he has surrounded himself allegedly, with
you never know.
You
They
can't
everywhere.
just- you just
They
can't run
everywhere,
up on
bro.
them. You can't
You go
just
to
run
North
up on
Dakota,
them.
I'm pretty sure
Right, you
somebody that'll knock your head off. It's just everywhere. Somebody is everywhere.
I'm talking about from other places here and allegedly. We don't know these things.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
We're civilians, man.
Yeah, I'm a civilian, ultra civilian.
Y'all heard about Big Baby? He caught the 40 months.
Oh man,
But
bro.
we heard
Yeah,
about that whole
fraud
scheme.
that
It
they
was more of them though.
It was
right?
a lot. It was a lot.
Did the other ones? I don't want to ask and
I think
get nobody else
said
no time.
got
Somebody
like
play it
a
out.
dime, I think. Allegedly, I can't remember. I gotta do more. But
It was like, it was Big Baby.
I think somebody got
I
a
know
dime,
it was him.
yo.
He was the one that taught us about the scheme.
Was it my man Darius Miles?
No, wasn't.
Oh,
it was like
no.
Terrence. Was Terrence Williams? Did he get a dime?
Yes, he was in that.
Yeah, I think they said he was like
All
the ringleader.
alleged.
He might
yo.
have been the ringleader.
I think
yo.
they said he was the ringleader.
I could see that because he was playing for a long time. And he was just randomly playing for a long time.
Yo, he was just staying with a job, but he wasn't like nice.
Stay scheming, bro. Stay
No,
scheming.
this is why Big Baby got that 3.5, yo. Like the video he posted right after was like, yo,
He don't even care,
He's
yo.
not serious.
He
yo.
don't even care, yo.
It's like when they first
Smashing
got busted.
chicken wings.
That was the original video.
Oh, that was. Oh, you
No,
talking
you
about right
know, he
after
got-
the
he was like,
sentence?
damn.
Yeah, that was funny though. I ain't gonna hold you.
But it's like, dog, you about to do it.
Yeah.
He said, "I'm about to come out swole, son."
Nah, but you can see the
damn.
you can see the pain in his eyes. He was trying to laugh it off.
40 piece.
Like, it was
That's a
pain in
long
his
time to be
eyes.
just,
yo.
yeah, you don't
And you
wanna-
gotta do like most of that time, nigga. Like, oh. And you're not a guy that's used to having probably structure like that. Damn, I'm sure.
Not when you came from.
Yeah,
rich
you
and
got
NBA
money and
champion all that.
NBA money, and you was used to just doing whatever, bro.
Man.
That's gonna be.
He's done for.
I ain't gonna be like, oh.
Yeah, man. But salute to y'all, man. Hopefully y'all make it through y'all time. And get through, push through.
Let me not wild
All
out.
the best, all the best, though. Real talk, all
Yeah,
the best.
Yeah,
push
all the
through,
best, all the
bro.
best.
Because it ain't like they went out there and did kill somebody or
They
did
was
something.
defrauded.
They was doing white collar crimes.
Yeah, they saw
They
little.
wasn't smart.
But people been pointing out the hypocrisy because I don't know what happened with Brett Favre.
Allegedly, Brett Favre.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, but you know you gotta say that because Brett Favre be following.
True,
up.
man. That's
He pressing
facts.
shit.
Yeah, he might hear
He
something. He
put
definitely
cases
gonna put
on
case
folks.
on us. Yo. That's a fact. We catching heat a little
And we're
bit too.
and we have a darker hue.
Oh,
He's coming.
We starting to catch
yeah.
catch fire on there too, so we can't have that happen. Though.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it looks a little hypocritical, man.
This looks funny in the light.
And that one was allegedly getting people. This one was just getting insurance.
Yeah.
So one was more sinister. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
I mean,
It is what it is, man. Big
Yeah.
baby.
Hey, since we on NBA stuff, I'm gonna bring up two things. Well, one, did y'all see Bronny's? He's so far he's sticking with. I think he could still decommit, but he's been going through the NBA draft process. Have you ever been peeping any of it?
no,
I have.
I haven't.
I have.
So his measurables at the combine, of course, they turned out solid. He had like a 40.5-inch vert. First of all, that's not surprising. That's LeBron James' son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He about six, legit like 6'2"-ish.
Slightly under 6'2".
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like
So with the shoes on, he'd be about
6'1.25"
about
or
6'2"
something
and a half,
crazy
6'3".
like that.
So they ain't been lying about his height. And like they said he was like 210. I was like, dang.
Yeah, he looked a little stocky.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. He
he
never
looked
looked
like
small, but like, yeah.
He
so,
looked like I seen him in some of those training. I mean, in these combine videos, and I know the unfortunate thing for him, I really hate is just watching him get so much light on him right now instead of just
Yeah,
being
like,
able to
yo,
be in the combine.
yeah.
Like they was going hard on him in the combine today. I saw Bleach Report put it up there. He's been in for like X amount of minutes and he's only scored 4 points. It's like, but it was a combine game. I don't know why y'all following this?
I saw
this
the,
intent.
I saw the bucket show. Like I've been saying. Like remember I was talking about him before. I was like, he has to realize how nice he is, and if he does that, he could be a really good player. I'm not saying Hall of Famer, but a really good basketball player.
Yeah.
Like Drew Holiday-esque. I remember that was one of the comparisons, and some people laughed and some people didn't because it's like, dog, if you Drew Holiday, I think Drew Holiday's made a couple All-Star appearances, NBA champion, a really good player. Anybody who's from this era is always going to remember
Still
he
a
was a really good NBA player.
Still
Yeah.
a problem right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he still and it's like I seen stuff just like at the camp. He had one of the moves. He crossed up, brought it back, did a little in and out, came to the middle of the lane and hit the. I'm like, bro, you could do that almost all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just the confidence or he's just unaware of how nice he is.
I think it's the pressure, man.
It's the right.
Yeah, it is a lot
I
of
think so.
pressure.
Immense
I
pressure.
think the right coach, man. He need the right coach.
You got to
Yeah.
figure out how to block it out.
the right
bro.
coach, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he looked from what I seen. I was like, man, he's an NBA talent. You know, like he's an NBA talent, dog. I think he's gonna be fine at the end of the day. Honestly,
Everybody just likes to be like they know everything, man. I love that. People really feel like they understand all. It's just the same thing. Like now, I'm not saying this is the same comparison, but like look at Drake May. They on Drake May's case right now, and I'm going all over the place because it's kind of similar in the fact, like of I guess talent level, if you want to say, where they kind of star guys, but you just don't know what they're gonna do. Drake May is catching hell right now in New England because his coach said that he's got a lot to work on essentially, and people going, but he's a rookie. He's a
that's
rookie
lot to
QB.
learn
shouldn't
at
start.
QB.
Yo, we don't know what he's gonna do. I don't think he should either. Like, I was
That's a
like,
lot to learn
Give
in
him a
NFL,
second. It's gonna be
playbook
the
as
same
the
thing with
QB.
Bronny. Yo, I think it's gonna be a second. I don't think we're gonna see LeBron James 2.0 in Bronny right now.
Yeah.
Like that, he's not the same. He's just not built the same. It's no way for him to be like that. To be honest.
And going up.
He has to
and-
be Bronny. I want to see what Bronny's gonna be.
Facts. And to not turn it off of that too much, but to what we was just watching, the WNBA just started tonight, and
Another one.
in
Another
the
good
first
case.
quarter we haven't seen now. But Caitlyn was looking sketchy out there, dog.
Through a
Like,
few seconds into that second quarter,
bro,
yo,
she was like 0 for
She looked a little
5,
nervous.
2
It
it
turnovers.
shows, bro. But it's the first game. The first
Yeah.
game hasn't even
Official
completed
game.
yet.
Yeah, and
she-
they're going up against a really good team. Like I spoke before, like that team. If you haven't been watching, like the Connecticut, they're not like they don't be like winning the championship, but they a really good team for some years now. They one of them teams. They just need a break or one extra person or something like that. They just so it's like they started her off against one of the ones. You feel me?
Yeah.
And she looked a little sketchy from what we've seen so far. When we get off of this. She might have, like you was joking before. She might have 30.
Yeah, you know how she get.
Gonna be tight.
But yeah, I mean, she like people, she literally just stepped off of a college court. We were joking before.
Yeah,
this,
that's the craziest
it's the
time
truth.
frame
Like,
from getting drafted to playing in the league, yo.
Immediately.
Isn't it like 2 or 3
1
days
week.
after like the
It was like
the
a week.
championship game they get drafted?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
really
it was
fast.
literally
Yeah.
like 2 weeks
It
after
wasn't
the
that long
championship
after.
game they got drafted. and now they're
No,
playing.
it's not 2 weeks. It's like within a week.
It was a
if
few
I'm not
days.
mistaken.
It wasn't that
No,
much.
you are
man.
right. You are right. It
Fast.
was. It was.
Fast,
Yeah.
dog, like, and then before you know it, you get 2 preseason games, and you right there. It's like
Yeah.
it's so much happening.
Straight
Like what, a
to it.
month
Let's
and a
get
half.
to it. That hooping, baby. Straight
man.
hooping.
That might be why they look crazy out there too, though, because they not used to hooping together yet.
Yeah,
Because I'm like, some of them, I'm like, that was a beautiful dime, and it was like she just wasn't ready for
She
it.
threw at least 2
Yeah,
great
she threw some like
behind-the-back
nice
joints.
passes, and they just like, oh.
Then she looked right before we started. She looked shaky on the pass. She didn't fully commit, and it was a turnover because she just getting. It's grown women. It's the pros, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a different game. She just gotta settle in. Like we said, like the NBA gets a full off season, like months in between that time. They jump in. She's not gonna really. She'll probably get settled in like midway through, or it might take 2 weeks or whatever. We never know, but. She ain't gonna really be able to settle in, get into that weight room because we were saying she look a little slender out there.
Yeah.
For everybody. And so they have a long off season, like that's when we going next year.
Next year will be a
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
test.
Yeah.
Good test for us.
Yeah.
Won't give her as much scrutiny this year. But they gonna be watching her. They're gonna be watching
we
her,
all
bro.
Be checking it out, man.
The tickets is up. They said like 130, 140%.
Yeah,
What
it
was
was
it?
wild, it was
Something
wild.
crazy like
Something-
that.
That's good for the WNBA,
188%.
though. Yeah, keep putting them on TV and the streaming services. That's going to run the money up.
They said the tickets was just sold out when I looked them up when they
Yeah.
play against the Mystics. It's just
Bro.
a sold out
Yeah.
thing on there. It wasn't even no way to buy them joints.
Yeah.
I was mad.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna try to. They're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
doing
They
the
gonna
remarket.
resell them
They're gonna
joints.
try and get you because they already put the Angel Reese joints on the remarket, and I was like, but I've been seeing them a little more favorable recently, but they still more than they. I've been to Misty. They definitely it's different right now. It's a great time for them though. I like it. Yeah. I got one last thing. You had something left on that?
No, I was just going to ask you about how you was feeling because we was in the sports vein anyway about your boys, bro. Have you been walking around with a do-rag on all day?
The injury bug got y'all, yo. I'm on y'all side.
Oh, yeah, I did see that
The injury
one.
bug just demolished
No
y'all,
team
yo.
is gonna.
Yo, that was
It's gonna
so
catch
messed
up.
up.
I didn't say,
Some
wait,
point.
when did who got hurt?
OG is out.
I saw
OG
it,
done been
yeah, I
out the
said
past
OG.
3 games.
We lost OG and we lost what's the name right before that? We lost
What's my man?
Mitchie, yo. We
yeah.
lost-
Oh, yeah, that
Big
is
Mitchell.
big
Oh,
pieces.
like this
Those
was
are
all
two
like it
big
was like
pieces.
back to back thing there. It was
Those
like,
are
ooh.
2 huge pieces, yo. And
That's 3 of our 5 best players, yo. You can't. No team is gonna win.
I felt
but
for
so much. It sucks. Like it is what it is. Like because I real talk. I'm. This is not just the Knicks fan in me. A part of it is, but also because you watch enough of it. You watch more games than the average person.
Yeah.
And you watch when they play. It's a regular season, but you watch when you play certain teams like Denver, or other things. They matched up well. When we're gonna remove Jalen. Not Jalen. Why was I saying Jalen? My man, left-handed. Yo, I can't. Why am I forgetting his name?
Well, which team?
Our
Knicks?
other All-Star. I don't know why I can't remember his
Randall?
name right now.
You
Yeah,
talking about
Julius
Julius
Randle.
Randle.
Oh, yeah.
I'm taking him out of it because he had been injured so long. Even without that, when he had everybody else,
Yeah.
bro, every
looking
team
good.
they was tough
liking
on them, yo.
Yeah.
I honestly believe, like, I wouldn't, of course, you got to pay respect. I would have favored Boston, but I 100% believe we could win that series. Not like a underdog. Like, I believe legitimately the toughness, how we close out a lot of games, as long as we making free throws. With Jalen being the closer he is, we could have beat them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
the
think,
toughness would have been the determinant.
and we've matched up with if it turns out to be them to go to the finals. I'm not saying we should have been favored in that series either, but we've matched up, even though it's regular season, well with Denver. They had the bodies to throw at Joker, smart perimeter play. You could have put OG could play against Murray at times, but he also would have played against more so making sure Michael Porter Jr. don't go crazy like he be go. Like we matched up well with a lot of teams without Julius Randle, so I felt really confident about making a serious run. But like after a while, dog, like
It's only
it's
so
not
much
even
to
an
do.
excuse after a while. It's like, dog, literally, like no other team would be missing 3 of their 5 or 4 best players.
Yeah.
And make a serious run. Like,
Yeah.
That was like our playoff year with the Ravens that year. Not last year, but the year before last. When
That blew me. Yeah,
all of them.
Snoop
We had
was
Huntley.
starting.
was
Yeah,
crazy.
Huntley, our damn quarterback. We in the playoffs. And we almost won.
and we
the
almost
fourth
won.
running back.
Crazy, dog.
It was next man
No, so I
up.
get it. I feel that pain, bro.
Yeah, it was
I feel
definitely
that
next
pain,
man
bro.
up in that.
You know what I mean?
Did y'all hear that NBC is trying to get I don't know if it's official yet. I heard a report, saw one
Yeah,
report.
saw the Bill
I don't think it
Simmons
is.
joint. Was that that?
I saw that and I saw something else after, but
Okay.
NBC is going to try to get them NBA rights back again, which means Turner Sports won't be
Yeah, man.
side by side with ABC for the NBA. It would be ABC and NBC if I'm not mistaken. And
They gotta get the
you know
right
what-
people.
You know what that means? No inside the NBA.
We've been looking at
That's
my
gonna
man
hurt our feelings, bro.
Shaq and everybody just doing the most. Chuck and all them.
Somebody said they gonna crash
crashing
out.
They crashing out now. They doing all sorts of antics right now to drive the stakes and viewership. So I can see it.
That's
Just hating unnecessarily, dropping rap music now and doing all sorts of shit. Like
Yo,
the tactics,
Shaq had to start rapping.
tactics is peaked, brother. I see it. But I don't know. Shaq just be
Nah,
doing
that
shit.
sucks, bro. Because that's been like the legendary sports show of our adult life. Honestly, when did they start doing that? When we was in like,
Inside the NBA has been on since like the late 90s.
We was kids.
no, but I'm just talking about with Shaq,
but
Chuck,
that was
and
just with
Kenny.
Kenny. Kenny and
But
EJ.
you gotta
was
include
on-
that because EJ was in the early
Yeah.
days before all
Kenny
them
and-
came
it was
on.
Kenny
really,
and
like-
EJ, yo.
Yeah.
So
and
they,
then Charles came, and then Shaq eventually came after. But
Mm-hmm.
that quintuplet, what do you call it? I don't know. But all 4 of them.
is it quartuplet? Quartet?
Quartet.
I think it's a
I think that would be a
quartet.
quartet.
Nah.
Does that mean they were singing as well?
Hit
though?
us in the comments.
I don't know. Somebody tell us. Get mad. You guys don't know.
How do you not know it's not a
guy?
I love it. I love that because people don't realize how hard this is to sit and think and talk about stuff sometimes, yo. Like I like when people get in the comments and get spicy because you know you wouldn't have said that just right now in the moment, flash quick like that. Sometimes you mess up, but we be drinking it here.
Them 4 might be close to. Ooh, man, 15-ish years maybe.
It's been a while, man.
Yeah.
Close to
It's been a
15.
long time, yo, because I think we was like
'Cause Shaq, when was
just
Shaq
out of
retired?
high school or in high school still.
Man, we was kids, man. So I definitely know.
Cause I'm thinking about when Shaq
Right.
joined though.
It's been a hell of a run.
Nah, it was like 12th grade probably. Because
That
he
was
used to
just- I
always
think I
say
was
about
still
me
in
and
high
chicken. I think it was like right after Shaq retired, he was on there, bro.
Birdman.
It's rough. It's roughly around there.
Yeah.
Because when was Birdman on the Heat?
Birdman. That was 2011, 12, 13,
Okay, so it
14,
was well
somewhere around
before
there.
that too, like because that was when he was like in his rare form.
That's
He
when
was starting
Shaq
to-
came
Oh,
on.
yeah, that was.
They had a fire chemistry with Kenny, Chuck, and EJ, right?
Yeah,
And then they brought Shaq in. I remember when we first talked, like everybody first talked about when Shaq was coming, was like, "Yo, this is gonna be even crazier." But remember when Shaq came on, the chemistry wasn't quite right.
it takes a second.
He was trying too hard. First of all, he was trying to talk proper at first. I didn't forget Shaq.
Everybody
you
does
was
it.
trying to come on there,
see
sound
it
like
on
Brian
podcasts.
Gumble, and it wasn't working.
Yeah,
Then he was
that's
trying to do
hilarious.
your jokes, and it wasn't hitting. But then everybody just relax, you know.
Yeah, calm down.
Yeah.
Let's talk like we at the locker room. You feel me?
Calm down,
And we've
man.
had some of the greatest nights. A lot of stuff they've gotten away with because it was after, like these shows be like after 12 that they would not get away with if it was at like 7:38. But it's been fun. But I'm having mixed feelings because NBC to me does some of the best like coverage, like just period, like producing wise. And everybody begged for that NBA song. All the people who begged for the NBA song come back. The
Yeah.
See,
Yeah,
be careful what you
that
wish
song
for.
was hard.
But like they like just look at the NFL and look at other programs they've done, especially live programming. I watch a lot of track and field. They are the best to me. So it's gonna be well produced. They just gotta whatever their post game joint is, they just gotta figure that out. And then also that's gonna be on network television, like regular network television. So I don't know how hard they're gonna be able to go in the paint at it. So it's gonna be interesting. But I know the regular program is gonna be tough though.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And I feel like the world changing with all these streaming services and stuff. They gonna have somebody that's like funny or something because it's like the world is different now. Like,
Have it on Peacock to post.
Yeah.
Everybody got Peacock.
yeah.
If it's on Peacock, they might be able to go crazy.
Oh yeah, for sure. I actually think that would be solid for some sports breakdowns, like if they sold the rights off that way. But
It's needed for sure.
yeah, did you watch? Well, you told me to watch it, so I definitely wanted to talk about it. Episode 9 of X-Men '97.
A doozy.
Whoa.
A doozy. Got my boy cooked, man. I don't want to go straight to that, but my boy got cooked at the. Woo! This whole season been like this though. This season been is, man. And is it only 10 episodes?
It's
You
only
know
10
what the bill?
episodes on this.
Oh my god!
You ain't see the joint? You ever
so
see
when
that-
we
that meet-
let's
oh,
say
yeah.
this in the beginning before we jump into this because people might get us in the comments if we release a clip on this. We recording this before the last episode comes out, but it comes out tomorrow.
Yeah, the last episode will come out tomorrow.
We technically are going to be behind with our talking right now, but like based upon what I'm seeing, you know, animated series, wow, this is OD.
Nah, they
This is
went
like
they
one
went
of the
crazy.
best joints that I've seen in a long time.
They went
though,
crazy.
like how they doing it. And I know you said the Jubilee episode. That probably was the only like soft episode.
Outside of that, it
after
was
that,
like,
it's
yeah.
just been the heat since then. You know, like I've been enjoying this the dynamic between everybody. How it's getting shaky for our guy Professor
Yeah.
X. Yo, he finally
I
looking
mean,
shaky in the light. Yo, my
yeah.
man Magneto looking like he might have been right. This
I was
whole time.
explaining to Zay like you was gone, bro, and some real stuff happened.
You gonna go to these intergalactic other universes while we
bro,
dealing
you
with this
wasn't
joint?
even dead. You fake dead, bro, and then you came back.
When we was
and
talking-
everything is bad.
We was talking before. I was like, dog. People be trying to put the great man of all time tag on it. Yo, Charles been shaky quite a few
I'm starting
times
to see
over his track record, yo. Like
I don't like it.
he be a little phony, yo, at times, yo. Like he just be putting on that proper voice and I'm here to protect everybody. I be like, nah, he be kind of shiesty, yo.
Know what sounds sinister
From
too?
time to time.
I feel like if I came back and Gambit was gone and I heard about Genosha, why wouldn't you team up with Magnus,
You
yo?
got to, bro. Now,
Bro, we don't rock with y'all no more. We tried to give y'all too many chances, yo.
Yeah, yo.
I would be with them, like, bro, they would be the super team.
that would be OD.
That would be
You
crazy.
got the guy that can control minds, and then one that can control essentially
And-
anything that has like like some kind of magnetic or metal field to it, which is just about everything.
And by
OD.
default, that means Storm gotta
OD.
come on, man. She
OD.
has to
They
be
control
winning that.
all
Yeah.
elements.
It's
It would be
ridiculous.
OD.
That would be
It
fire.
World, you know, it would be a tandem of just destroying all humans, and then you can't even be mad at them.
Yeah. I don't understand the ones that sided with Charles, though.
I mean, that's
Like,
blind,
I
that's that
get
loyalty.
not like, yo, I'm going to kill Charles. I wouldn't be on that level. But I'm like, bro, if I was at the Genosha thing, yo, I'd be like, yo, you tripping, Charles. There's some stuff you don't know yet, yo. There's some stuff you don't know about, yo. I'm not going to
man.
kill you, but, yo, I'm definitely not rocking
Yeah,
to
we
save
cannot
nobody. Yeah.
slide with this squad right now.
Yeah, bro.
Did you watch the destruction that happened?
He didn't even know.
My
He
boy
just saw
Magnus.
when Remy had to blow the whole joint up and was
My boy came up there to his mind
yeah,
games up there.
his telepath hit him, yo.
You see how he got things straight up there though in that episode before when he had to kind of correct him and use his mind force to
Yeah.
get him in the classroom. We'll always want to be in the classroom teaching somebody something, yo.
Yeah.
Why don't you get on the battlefield,
Yeah,
Charles?
they don't like us.
Like, yo, they
Charles,
don't
get
like
on the
us,
battlefield.
yo. They don't. We tired of the fight. I mean, we tired of the pacifists.
Yeah.
We trying to see
Charles was
blood
like, "That's
now,
not
Chuck.
right."
I want to see blood now, Chuck.
Yeah. And honestly, Charles, all them evil people in the show, you could have just put them in a lifelong state of understanding what you want them to. I would have did it, yo. Like, oh, you want some nasty stuff? You trying to create the Sentinels? Yo, I'd have just took his mind would
got
have
him.
been gone forever, yo.
We got him, ladies and gentlemen.
He no longer know any of this. Charles is like, we gotta let him make his own decisions,
But
even
brother,
if it destroys the universe.
Broke my.
Like, no,
Man, cut all that.
like,
What you talking
no,
about, yo? Like, no,
No.
man, there's no freedom of will, bro. Like, they keep messing up.
yeah.
They keep trying to do too much. And we got to correct them. This is evolution. That's how it works.
Yeah. But I feel why Magneto felt the way he felt. Like
Absolutely,
this, like
yo.
that's why Zay brought it out. Like this was the first time like everybody was kind of looking at Charles crazy. Cause even Cyclops was like disrespecting him, but running with him. Like, bro, you wasn't here, dog.
Yeah.
Like you was over in, on some other planet in love, yo. We was
That's
down
what I'm
here
saying,
fighting,
man.
yo.
Out here trying to get married and shit.
Yeah,
The
Mr.
whole world,
Sinister is trying to kill us, bro.
whole world about to end, bro. Like you out here doing all this, man.
Certified.
We got people traveling back in time trying to save our world. You
Yeah.
just gonna disappear now? This is crazy, Chuck.
Yeah.
You just gotta call him Chuck when he start wilding.
I didn't know something that was interesting. Yeah, he is Chuck on this
Yo,
one, yo.
you wilding, bro.
Know something I didn't understand though? I didn't know Cable had like the telepathic power too. Remember
I
when
didn't know that
Mr.
either.
Sinister had
That
the
kinda
thing?
threw me off.
I was like, wait, he got that. I thought he had like the
And he
absorb
kinda powerful.
energy and then like could shoot it and use it. And
He's OD too, actually.
bro, he might be.
Runs in the family.
If he got the Jean Grey and that, like, bro, you Bishop Jean Grey, bro.
OD.
That's funny, yo.
Bro, seriously, bro, that's crazy. I'm like, bro, he can't. It's nothing he can't do at this point.
Great, yo.
Yeah.
Nah, man, that's how it goes, bro. Like, but the thing that broke my heart, yo, we alluded to it in the beginning of this little whole breakdown, was when my boy Wolverine, yo, he always feel like he could just
First
slice
off,
things
your
up.
bones are metal,
You're metal,
bro.
brother.
Your bones
You're
are
metal,
bro.
You are the worst matchup against this man.
Yeah, that's the
That's an automatic
It never-
loss.
You know what's crazy though, and
never
it's going to
felt
sound like how like you can always say the hindsight thing, but while me and my lady was watching that episode, I was like, I don't know why he always be challenging him, because he could really just take his whole liquid out his body.
Yeah.
What happens at the end of the episode?
Yeah.
I was so tight, yo. It's like Magneto proceeds to take the adamantium out my man's body.
Yeah.
I was like, no, what's going on?
Magneto been hemming him up for years. Too.
Yo, just keeping it light.
And it's telling him, yo, like, dog, like it's
It's
light
not
work,
even.
yo.
It doesn't even make sense.
You
bro.
know what my power is, bro. I
Like,
can
just
smell
throw him
it.
around the room.
It's that ego.
I can smell the antimanium, yo.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
That's a strong
It's
I
smelling
can
the
smell
metal.
that joint, yo.
the
It's
strong-
you
other
know,
than
strongest
radium
steel.
it's
problem.
mad pungent. I know when Wolverine around. I just gotta stop that, and then I'm good. Every time we good
See,
money.
it's that ego. He thought he was sneaky, yo. He thought he
Magneto-
snuck him, yo. He did, but
You should have went for the head, yo. That's
Yeah.
like Thanos
Thanos
said.
said it, yo.
But
Go
low
for the
key,
head, bro.
Every time.
this series made us realize. Well, we all knew as X-Men fans, but Magneto is like one of the most powerful
He's
people in the
ridiculous,
MCU.
But they've
period.
said that, though. They've-
Like his level
he's
is.
I ain't know. I ain't know
Yeah,
he could change the whole.
Him, Storm is, I think,
everything.
Omega threat too.
Yeah,
It's those
Omega
Omega threat level mutants.
Yeah, he's
so.
very, very, very.
I didn't know
They
he
can
could
cause
just change
complete-
the
It's just
whole-
Marvel,
the
period.
Earth's
He's
core's
very,
rotation.
It's OD. He can do anything with
Yeah.
his electromagnetic power. So
Bro, he's cool as hell.
yeah. This is the
cool as
time.
hell.
I never heard Magnus before. That's the first time I heard that.
It was
They-
a
introduced
couple
that
of
before?
ones back in the day.
Okay, I might have missed it. No, I was.
It was like that season. I think it was like season 3 of X-Men because I watched it relatively not that long ago.
Okay.
And when it was talking about him and Charles running together before they had the X-Men, when Charles could walk. Remember, it was like
Yeah. No, I'm
they had
excited.
a couple
man.
of,
I'm excited to see what this last episode does, bro.
and they left it on an ultra cliffhanger because it's like,
man,
bro,
Wolverine
and
in
as
smoke,
soon
bro.
as soon as the.
I was about to cry, man. I was like, it can't kill Wolverine, bro.
But I get, yo, honestly, Magneto's
this.
team is outweighing the other team.
I
bro.
definitely would have joined up with him after this. You know?
No, it did piss me off about this
Darkseid, yo.
episode
Got
though.
to.
Darkseid's too enticing, yo.
Cause it's not even a dark side at that point. It's y'all gotta be the light side. Now they just kill everybody that like they destroyed our home. That would be like if they blew up America or something like that or something. Like it's OD, bro. We gotta kill these people.
The only thing that pissed me off was like, yo, the way they just threw the Hawk in there for like 30 seconds.
But
and
that
then it
wasn't
just
the
was
Hawk,
random. Oh, it wasn't.
That was the morphing
Oh, that was
guy.
Morph.
Yeah, that was Morph.
Oh.
He turned into the Hawk.
I didn't know Morph has the same power as what he morphs into. I
That
thought it was
I
more
didn't
so
know
like
either,
Mystique. I didn't know he was the
That's
strongest.
a
Hawk.
OD power if he can.
Yeah, if he could do that, he'd have one of the most powerful.
I guarantee you, yo, if he really has to really, really get busy, he's gonna get cooked. if he as the Hulk, it ain't gonna work right this second.
Yeah.
It's do y'all think this is gonna? I know it's live action, but do y'all think they're gonna do a slick transition into? And even though Wolverine technically looks like he's out of here, but I think they're gonna transition from this into
Deadpool.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
They did say, they said that already. It's going to be in the
That's how they
timeline.
do?
It's going to be the same villain.
I could believe that.
But they've been jumping for like
how it's
around
slick, though.
in different times of a year. I mean, of time frames and everything like that. Because that's why Cable keep going back. It's probably going to be something where Cable and the TVA grab Deadpool and then they try to get Wolverine before that happened or something like that. That would actually be hard.
The TVA kind of feel like a cheat code.
I like it though.
If you get what I'm saying, it feel like if you're running out of ideas, as they were starting to do, it feels like if we have the TVA, we can just say we can jump here.
That's exactly
jump
what they
there.
did.
That's exactly what they did, bro.
That's exactly.
I
what
like
they
I'm
did.
not saying it's a bad thing.
That's a smart ass
but it's
move, bro.
bad.
Wrong play, man.
Because know what? After all these because it's been a little rough the last two phases. If they hit us over the head with another classic and then just start hitting us with some street level joints, we'll forget about all that.
But this is Loki's TVA now, right? Isn't this his TVA
Yes,
technically?
right?
Yeah, because he's running the timeline or the time stream or whatever.
This is his story arc is like Vegeta's.
Yeah, his story arc is crazy. Yeah, he is. I believe that's essentially what he alluded to at the end of it. But I think that was because it was an easier thing for them to do as well, where they could just keep him as he's the timeline holder, but they really couldn't bring him back anymore. So they just left him up there to hold the timeline until they can get him back, and then he'll be back in there somehow. But nah,
Loki was really good though, bro.
that series was
was
excellent.
really good, bro.
Excellent series, man. Definitely.
My man had to fumble the bag, yo.
Oh yeah.
If Jonathan Majors was still acting in that, bro, it would be still.
I'm not
fire,
gonna hold
bro.
you,
He
though.
was
This-
great in the acting, bro.
It disgusts me, yo. It really does.
He was
disgust me.
great at acting, bro.
He was ready to be king
They had 50,000 versions of it.
of this man, bro.
That's why the irony of this whole thing is
So
crazy.
annoying,
He
yo.
would have had unlimited potential to be. He could have been
it
like
would've
3
been
different
great.
actors
Put
in a
so much
movie.
stock into him. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
He was
Literally
so
the worst
yo,
case scenario.
yeah.
Yo.
He was so
They never
hot,
gonna do
yo.
that ever
They would have
again.
they would have
can't,
definitely
bro.
yeah.
They can't do it again. They're gonna have just mega.
It gotta be
bosses every
Denzel
time.
Washington. It gotta be somebody super trustworthy. Yo.
Facts.
Like they never.
I
do
can't
that.
believe he fumbled that bag, bro. Like
Hey man,
and he was really good at acting, bro. Like I would never be like he can't act, yo. Like off of the 5 Bloods, yo. I remember I was like, no, yo, gonna be crazy, bro.
He was
like,
on that landmine.
yeah. Come on, son.
No, that scene is
Come
one
on,
of the
son.
greatest scenes, yo.
crazy.
Scene was amazing.
My boy had the PTSD.
Yeah, Delroy smoked that, bro.
Didn't get nominated. I don't want to talk.
Delroy
about it.
smoked
I'm not even
that,
there, it's
bro.
all another joint, but yes, you can't act. Yo, you can only equal that. You can't
Yeah.
act better than that.
It
Yo.
was the
can't, bro.
perfect
Body that.
Vietnam come home war vet dad story with the relationship with the son.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
Spike Lee said like people from that era that were over there would come back and have tears in their eyes talking to him about that, like that his role, yo.
Yeah.
It was like it just touched them and it was so real.
My grandfather loved that movie. I remember how hype he was when we first showed it to
Yeah,
him.
I could tell he was
like,
gonna love
this
it,
is
though.
really good.
Yeah, I watched that within like the last 5 months or so.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in a
classic,
while.
bro.
I haven't seen it in a
Probably
That's
while.
a
beginning of the
classic.
year. So good, man.
Super classic. And even the way he still kept like the satire in there, like the humor that was
How'd
in
you
there,
feel
like,
about the country joint? I mean, the Western joint that they made. You remember the joint they had? Fuck, I'm forgetting the name of it. He
With
was in
Idris
it
Elba?
though. Yeah, Idris Elba was in it.
Oh, you know,
All the black
the Harder
Western
They Fall?
guys. Harder They Fall.
I actually liked it, but I didn't like it as
It was
much as I
something
like the
about
5
that.
Bloods.
Yeah, it was something about that movie
Yeah.
that was missing.
What's so crazy about it is that movie, and I'm gonna sit down. I always catch that movie in the middle.
Okay.
Somewhere. I never just watched it from beginning to end. I like from what I've seen, but I'm always never fully up to date with the whole point of it, and I just haven't been pressed to go just start it from the beginning and watch it. I'm gonna do it though.
Something I wanted to talk about too, TV wise, since we kind of in that vein. You watched it. It's kind of old now, but I wanted to talk about it so bad. But we was locked in on what we was locked in last week. I'm so glad you watched them, yo.
Oh, the second joint,
season,
the
yo.
anthology joint with my boy. What was my
Zay,
man
tell
name,
me, Edmund, yo.
Edmund.
Edmund was
The
tripping.
craziest nigga to live.
Yo, can we say, yo, like that's classic level horror for a TV show though? Like, bro, that was
a good show,
Some really scary scenes.
It got me.
Cause me and Kendra, shout out Black Girl Horror. She did a write up on them season 2.
Yes.
And that was the show we was talking about when she was on here. The one them, and we was like, it was too much trauma.
Yeah,
like,
I couldn't do the first
because the
season.
first season takes place where they first integrated Compton, and Compton was like, it was no black people there at the time, obviously, and they moved there because they were a successful African American family, and all this weird horror stuff started happening. But it was also a lot of trauma mixed in, so it had mixed reviews. But overall, the acting and everything was good.
Yeah, I think Lena Waithe did that first season, which why people was a little bit upset about it. I think she had some kind of dealings with that.
Yeah.
She don't got the most favor in the.
Yeah,
Allegedly, that's what I'll
really?
say.
I didn't know that.
A lot of people don't like the stuff that she has made.
some of them endings.
No, I didn't know that.
That's what I will say.
They say she just promotes black trauma.
Yeah, you can see it in a lot of
With
stuff.
no
like Queen and Slim. Queen
Yeah.
and Slim gets a lot of that. If you've ever seen that, John.
And it's
Yeah,
it's
it
not
was just
like so the accusation the thing that upsets people is it's like it's promoting the black trauma, but there's like no real lesson.
It's
or-
just showing it.
or a solution. It's just like
We knew this. Like
we get beat down, but like
it's not even a
it's-
fresh perspective on it. It's like you just throwing it out there again. Like you said,
Because Queen is Slim.
that
No,
first.
them-
I don't know
them-
how you watched that first
I ain't gonna lie,
season,
it was
bro. I
wild
like, I'm not
trauma,
watching
but that first season of them,
But
I
it-
watched it because it had really good acting and the horror was actually scary, bro.
The thing that confuses me a little bit was the tie-in that they had with the first season, of course, and I'm not going to say it on this episode because people might still be
No, you
watching
was
it.
spoiler alert. It's been out.
But I don't want to give it away. I just don't understand why they did that because I thought always in those like anthology series like that, like you might have some of the same people, but it usually doesn't have much of a tie-in like that.
No, they really tied it in because you got to think they was both in the foster home.
But what
that-
I'm saying, why? That's not an
thought it was
anthology. I thought
good.
that. What is an anthology though? I didn't. I
Oh,
guess
no,
I was
it-
confused about
no,
what an
an
anthology.
anthology is supposed to, but they tricked us. It's not. We thought it was.
But they said in the damn bio, this is an anthology.
So the anthology part is like, all right, so it's like it's based, all right, so like it's a horror and then each season is just something different about the horror, so to speak.
But
Like,
nah,
if it's
they
an
tied
adventure-
it into the last season.
Well, that's
within
kinda
the
different then.
anthology. Yeah, so it was like I thought it was clever.
That's kind of different.
That's not an anthology though, is it? I thought it had to
If
be
all it-
something different. Like I thought that was the whole thing about it.
Yeah, that I don't know.
Yeah, because every season of
'Cause-
American Horror Story was
Exactly,
completely
it's
different.
something
Yeah.
totally
Even if it was the same
different. Even
characters.
the same exact
the
character.
characters playing different people.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
so I don't know.
that's what threw me off.
I
a
thought it
little
was
bit.
great though.
It was a good tie-in. I
good
did like
tie-in.
that they
Like,
tied it
I
in.
was,
but-
at first, I thought they was going to force it, but it was like, oh, this actually works. They're from an orphanage.
Nah, that was a cold ass.
Yeah, the original girl got pregnant. She knew she was haunted from the family, so she gave the kids away.
Yo.
And now you got Edmund in
And the
it.
one thing I will say, since it's kind of late in the episode, I appreciate them letting Pam Grier get her black exploitation esque line off. Yo, that was hard.
Pam Grier
that was
smoked that,
hard,
bro.
She needed that.
Pam Grier smoked
She
that.
needed to
Queen
say
of it,
that.
yo.
Yo, she punched on the
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
That
'cause
man
Edmund tried to run
Edmund,
up.
yo.
Stay away
Said,
from my family, Edmund.
Pam Grier was doing the movies all the way up until like the late 90s.
Yo,
maybe
classic.
early 2000s, man.
She actually really
Classic.
smoked this
Killing
though,
it.
good acting
Great
wise though.
role.
Like
She had, like,
this
the-
was
Not
crazy.
that, like-
Yeah.
What she had, like dementia going on or something like that. She had something going on with her in the
Yeah,
movie,
when
and
she was
she
a little
played that.
sick,
She
yeah.
smoked that. Yo. She
Yeah.
killed that.
Nah,
Pam, it
the
was
whole
great to
thing
see
was
her from the
fire,
beginning.
bro.
I was hyped. I seen her. I was like, "That's Pam Grier."
And we got to give the guy that played Edmund again another shout out. He was scary, Zay. Like, and he wanted to be. He was a kid.
Yeah, he's actually
in,
a
like, the
musician
90s.
too. I think. I
Yeah,
think
he's
he
a
does either
musician.
R&B or was it you? that
Kendra
told
told
me
me,
that?
yeah, Kendra told me. But the way he was just acting, bro, was crazy, bro.
Oh, you
Like,
talking about
he
Luke
played like a
James?
legit crazy person. Yeah.
Yeah, Luke James.
Yo, Zay.
I didn't know that was.
He's
Luke
in
James,
Shy. He
They
played.
said he was in
he played Johnny Gill in the new
That's
edition joint.
that's
He
probably
can really
most
sing
recent
too,
one.
man.
But nah, this
Salute to him, man. He killed that.
acting was shocking. Like, cause it's like, bro, he really. It was basically he wanted to be an actor. He was like a weird, like misunderstood guy that like worked at like Chuck E. Cheese or something like that in the 90s. And he was trying to get these auditions to act, bro. And it was like a slasher film where he was acting, but while he was going for an audition,
That was his
bro,
last
that
audition.
character was mad scary, bro. Like he just put the stocking on, like yo, and
But
had
that's
the
a
paint.
that was more of like a little bit breakdown too, because he had went to multiple auditions at this point, and the reason he was going so hard with this one was because he was specially promised from the woman there who had been kind of like dating him, vibing with him a little bit. Yeah. So he thought this was his role, so he had to really like focus on it. So all he did was watch old, just like I think horror joints, and he was just watching stuff, just trying to get the role right. Invites the lady over. Decides to do a little, like, you know what I mean? Just a
improv,
little improv for her to see if she believe me or not.
Really convince you like he was about to be on some Jeffrey Dahmer,
but he didn't tell her
type stuff.
He didn't tell her that. He just invited her over for a date. He just come out the room with the joint on,
ski mask in full character, and he wouldn't break out of it.
She started crying, everything, bro. And he got excited. He was like, "I knew it. I knew I did this role. I got this role." So she ran out of there. She proceeds to tell the job, "Yo, don't let this nigga get this job. There's something wrong with him." He shows up anyway with his full garb on, looking like something out of goddamn Resident Evil. Nigga. Like, he looked crazy, dog. He killed that. They should actually use him as some kind of zombie in Resident Evil or something. Nigga.
No, it was mad scary, bro.
Look, wow.
Like he really ruined the because he was like the nerd guy that finally got the nice chick, like, and he fumbled the bag horribly.
Super fumbled that bag.
Horribly. He was like, "I'll be right back. I have to run to the bathroom." He comes out like full like Jason horror movie like fit. Like, yo, this is
just heavily breathing in a mask.
This is
looking
not
at her menacing.
Scaring them away, yo.
Scaring
literally, yo.
She's for sure thinking you're a psychopath now, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was fire.
Oh, with my phone.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Oh, no, I just want, because I wanted to laugh real quick, man. Lomachenko, yo.
Oh, my goodness, bro.
You didn't have to do Boses that
bro. You did have to do that.
That was a masterclass.
Salute to Kamal, yo. We talked about that in the IG like the DMs before that fight when it was like getting booked, I think. He was like, nah, Lomo about to cook him.
Yeah, Lomo just too skilled, bro.
We know what's about to happen.
Yo, round two, Kambosos realized, oh, man.
He's out, man.
He was just beating his body,
it's
bro.
different
and he was kind of taking it easy on the first
he was
5
just
rounds.
beating his body,
It's different warfare against Loma.
Anytime he was open. He was cracking him. He had him bloody and everything. Yeah.
Body, it was just, that was, oh, man, yo.
Bro.
Good thing he didn't get up, because that would have been, the 12th round would have been dangerous.
They forget though, like Lomo is still like one of them boxes a lot of people don't want to fight. Yeah, like
if
he's
you're not
super
elite,
nice.
yo, you're gonna get not just lose, you're gonna get beat up.
Yeah,
bad,
it's a fact.
yo.
It's almost a fact, actually.
And his footwork is crazy.
He's giving
bro.
everybody a tough task, man.
Everybody,
and he's whooping on a lot of them. So I salute to him for continuing on. Because what he like 34?
He gotta be like 37. He getting old.
36.
Yeah, old. Yeah.
Damn. All right, yeah, he gotta. I know Tank called him out allegedly after that, right?
Tank, during the fight, he said next or something like that. After
that actually will be a good fight.
We'll see if it happens. I don't know.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Plus, you got ESPN and
that actually might be a good fight.
Would it be a good fight? Yeah, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Just keeping it a buck. Would we love to see it? Yes.
I would love to see it. Like, yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
All Tank gotta do is stick the knife in him, yo. Like the body shots is too much for Loma. Yo. We've seen this several times.
Fold him up, get him. You know,
Tank hit you with the right. Give you the Ryan Garcia. It's gonna be a wrap.
I don't know, cause like really the only time Loma got beat up was like, well, he lost to Devin Haney, but T.O. was
I ain't talking about beat up. I'm talking about the body shots.
Yeah.
When we see somebody hit them, they just can't consistently get in there and get them shots off.
Well, let me say it like this. Let me say it like this.
Tank hit him 1 or 2 good times, boy.
Let me say, all right.
It's
let me put it
ain't gonna be moving that
I think
fast.
Lomachenko would be Tank's best opponent.
Absolutely. That's not even a question.
At this point, like way better than everybody he fought now.
Not a question. Yeah.
So that's why I would love to see that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's not a question.
I still got Tank winning too, but I'm like that would be a good ass fight. Yeah, that would be
But Kambosos, man, you might need to hang it up, though.
This time.
Yeah.
It's
be a journeyman. Just fight, you know.
Salute to you, though, brother.
You got the check off.
Somehow they keep getting them to go out there and fight, man. They go out there to fight in Australia, bro. It's gotta be big chicken.
Yeah.
Gotta be. It's the only thing that makes sense. I mean, and Undisputed. I'm back, brother. They released an update video. They stopped releasing them bullshit gameplay videos that I was telling y'all about a few weeks ago because we was on them.
Like, what was
we was on them in the comments and collectively.
They was giving us the same clips with different characters like for the last 5 years.
Collectively, I think that was what we pressured them into doing, which was this release that they decided to do, this release update. which was clearly a scripted interview between this content creator and these upper level guys in the
I'm talking about the
company.
dude that
You seen the bags
yeah.
under his eyes in that
No,
video
he been the
clip I
dude,
sent y'all?
He was making joints about them for years. And then all of a sudden he's a part of the team. And it's just, I don't want to get, it's just all
Listen,
this
bro.
crazy.
Like
man.
how he was asking the questions, you could tell he was like, you know what? I'm so excited about this one. This one is one I know I had to ask you guys. I'd be remiss if I did. I know it's written down, brother. You don't have to lie to me. I know y'all went over this because the questions that y'all going over are ridiculous. Because I don't care anything about this now. I will say some of the updates that they made with like how the punches look and how the impact is finally looking on the punches, they trending in the right direction. But why is it happening now? Like, why didn't this happen 2 years or 3 years ago?
Dog,
Like,
man,
why are we
it's
just getting
taking
the trend
so
in the right
long.
direction of punches?
They should be on
alone.
They should be on Undisputed 3.
Yo, they
Like-
and
Yeah,
guess
they
what?
bluffing, yo.
Still no release date, bro. Still
For
no
major
release date for
consoles.
major consoles. All they could say was something's coming soon. And I
They
told
say that
you
for 5 years.
in the comments, somebody said they may say something during the Fury Usyk fight.
Okay.
That could be something where we get like
Okay.
All
a
I'm telling y'all,
potential
wanted to
of-
come out
if y'all
with-
put if y'all
I'm
put
not
out a
voting
boxing
again.
game
Again.
though, and it's trash, yo, y'all gonna be making me mad, bro. Y'all could ruin the sport, bro. Cause like,
Yeah.
fight night was great, yo.
Yeah. So the
Like,
one
don't do that, yo.
They still haven't given it to us. We don't know when it's coming. I'm hoping it's within the next my lifetime. You know what I mean? That's all I can say at this point. The Ponzi scheme seems to still be going allegedly.
I want EA.
Allegedly.
What does EA have to do to get the rights back to have a fight
No,
night?
I think they have like the rights. They just choosing to do UFC.
I feel like people would still buy the UFC game though if it was a boxing
No,
game.
because they're saying they can't spread their team that thin amongst combat.
I can see that. It's not profitable if you have two of them that you got to make. Just a little
I've
more
said to
difficult.
myself, like, Doug, like, why don't you just alternate the years?
Yeah.
Boxing alternated the years.
Or just
Alternate
make
Why
one.
does UFC need to?
I
like,
think
Please.
boxing you can just make one game and just keep putting
Yeah,
players in the
make
game.
sure as long as it's down
Just make a really
So
tough
you just
one.
make a tough boxing game and just import players. Now, like you said, at some point updates will have to be done, which you can do push through now. Like
No.
a lot of stuff can be pushed through now.
You can
So
make a
even
bo-
if you gotta pay for it, say if they had like the 2.0 come out, you gotta pay $19.99. Whatever. You go and pay for that. If you a boxing fan kind of guy, yo.
Dog, yo, all you got to do, you can drop a new one every 4 years. All you do is DLC packs in this.
Boom.
That's all people care about now. at
All
this
I
point.
care about.
That's all you need,
That's all
really.
you need,
Update
yo.
my players. That's it.
Literally, yo. If you just sit down and go
And
crazy,
any kinks and updates that you have that come out over time, whatever. But yeah, I agree with that. Downloadable
yeah.
content.
Bro, if they made a good enough boxing game, that joint will be like Grand Theft Auto 5. It will last for like 10 years, just one.
like if they remastered Champion and brought it out, people would buy it, yo.
Yeah.
It was good. It had some things like that
fact.
we would love for them to work on, especially improving the inside. It's a lot of, but they could
The
really just
inside
kind of
stuff
tweak
with
it,
it,
yo.
you
Like
need, yeah.
they could just re-release that joint.
So one thing they did say is they took the clinch away. So now you can't clinch in this game. They have to
What?
They have to rework clinch
Oh.
before 1.0 comes out, which 1.0 is the actual game release. They want like 0.7 right now. 0.7. So like I think that, you know what I mean?
You can't clinch?
And they got a whole new team of beta testers. It's going down, bro. Like they really scamming us, man. I feel like this is a legend scam, man.
It's not boxing if you can't clinch. It's rock'em sock'em.
Exactly.
roll. Like
They had to take the clinch away because people was using it, and it had like this glitch where it
mic-
caused you to like put your hands down when you unclench.
three
Piece
piece
up. You get niggas was getting knocked out. They was going in with a clinch, easy
They do
knockouts.
gotta fix that then.
I'll be mad as
Yeah, I'd
hell.
be
Yo.
hot,
I'm
yo.
like, you
You
come
be-
in,
it be-
nigga,
it be a
piece you
close
up.
round,
begging
a close-
Oh
somebody to
my
clinch you,
God, yo. I'll be like, yo, get off me, running the whole fight.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't need that. Fix the clinch. I'm
Yeah,
all right if you need to
definitely
fix
fix
it.
the clinch,
so
yo.
they can, but for them to completely take it away, that's a little embarrassing, yo.
ridiculous, though.
That's a little embarrassing, my nigga. Like you couldn't tweak it. There's nothing that you could tweak within there. You had to remove it completely and start from scratch. But hopefully we get it in our lifetime, fellas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A boxing game for the ages.
Yeah. We need one. Bad. That'll be the thing that force me to buy a system. Or if they don't have the NCAA game on the older systems. I'll be like, yeah, I gotta buy
They
it.
keep releasing info on that.
Yeah. And before we get out of here, I just wanted to speak on that project.
I got one last thing after you.
Oh, all right, go ahead.
Shoot, we didn't talk about none of them. Well,
no mind. I will just leave that.
I'll just talk. Ah, man.
Because we almost out.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We almost.
I got one
yeah.
last thing, I guess. Then, did y'all see that joint about Tyrese? Yo, had to hop off stage. Yo,
No, what happened?
Somebody was trying to serve him papers mid performance from a lawsuit.
What song was it too? It was like a good joint. It was a
Oh,
banger.
I forgot. Was it Sweet Lady?
How you gonna act like
That's
that?
what it was.
How you
Oh,
gonna
man, how they interrupt
act
that?
like that?
Sinister.
Yo, can you imagine you getting into the groove and then you just you hit a mic drop.
The security whispered in his ear. He tried to shake it off, and it was like a delay. But yeah, he's like, wait a minute, yo.
Yo,
Because I think the lawsuit like 10 million bags.
Oh,
10 million, I
didn't know that.
10 million. Apparently, he was on there yapping too much on the Breakfast Club, yo, and he's saying it was defamation of character about like some movie scene stuff or something like that. On there, running it up, yucking it up with Charlamagne. The boys getting comfortable.
gotta be careful with that, man.
Gotta be careful.
They said he had like 3 songs left, yo. He hopped off stage and
I get out of there when it gets sticky.
somebody on Twitter was like, he really was El Jacto Cito. Yo,
Oh my god,
Yo, that's hilarious, yo.
that's when I knew Tyrese
Tyrese,
was
yo.
ultimate different nigga, yo.
Tyrese needs a podcast or something. He's been pure entertainment, yo,
Ejectocito,
for
cuz.
years now, dog.
Yeah.
Outside of like his work, like just
Because you wild
because
emotional.
him looking
yo.
through the blinds is still one of the
Peeping through the
bro.
blinds is crazy. All the crying stuff is crazy. Like, yo, that's why
What
it's
more
like,
do you want from me? Classicals,
you gotta pray for folks like that, though. Because if you do that, yo, I don't know what you'd do, yo.
absolute classics.
Just Tyrese, man. Stay out of trouble.
Black tie, bro. Black
You know,
tie.
You might have to do a little settlement. It might have to be in 2 more Fast and the Furious, you know, clean that up. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. And we always gotta say rest in peace to Big Reese. Again, we got episode 309, Coach Class Pod, man. Continue like, rating, and subscribing.
See y'all next time.